It's 14th of September 2020. A teenage Dalit girl, just 19 years old, with her mother and brother, went to a nearby field, just near to her home, to collect grass. As the brother was done collecting grass, he went back home. The mother and the little girl was still there. The little girl was a bit away from her mother. The mother was busy collecting grass. Then suddenly 4 to 5 men prowled upon the little girl and strangulated her with a dupatta, dragged her to a nearby field and there brutally gang raped her. And after some time, the family found the little girl, took her to the police, and there the police, after much dilly-dallying, much pleading, finally decided to take the girl to the nearest hospital. That was Jawaharlal Nehru Medical College and Hospital in Aligarh. And as the situation of the girl started worsening, the family pleaded to admit the girl to AIIMS, New Delhi. And then the police, instead of doing that, took her to Safdarjung Hospital. And there, what were the observation? The girl was hurt so bad that 3 bones in her neck were broken. Her tongue was split into 2. Such was her condition. And after fighting bravely for 15 days, finally she passed away on 29th of September 2020, the last week. And what were we doing for so long? There were no reports, there were no outcry, no one even knew about it. The moment she died, it started becoming a national news. People started responding. And the first thing which happened, the National Human Rights Commission served a notice to the UP police for gross negligence and gross human rights violation. Our Prime Minister Narendra Modi called the UP CM Yogi Adityanath and asked him to form a team, a 3 members special investigation team, which has to submit its report by 14th of October. And as the forensic science laboratory report came for the girl, it was in the report that as no sperm samples were found inside the vagina of the girl, she was declared that she was not raped. And this was declared by none other than the ADG Law and Order of UP Police. He said that as there was no sperm samples found inside the girl's vagina, so there was no example. So it cannot be proved as a rape. But he has forgotten the section 375 of Indian Penal Code, which says that in order to prove a rape, there need not be any sperm samples inside the vagina, or penile penetration is always not required to prove a rape. And so this case is going on and on. And as the girl died, social media outbursts are going on. People are venting out their anger against the UP police. People are demanding resignation of UP CM Yogi Adityanath. Opposition leaders also started voting. Just yesterday, Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Vadra was on their way to meet the victim's family, and they were stopped, they were detained and sent back to the Budh International Circuit guest house. A gross cover-up is going on against this heinous crime. And we all hope that the girl and her family gets justice. Well, 10 lakh compensation package was announced to the girl's family. A job was also guaranteed to the girl's family, along with a house in UP. But is that all? Is that all to bring justice to what happened to the girl? And yes, the 4 perpetrators of the heinous crime were also arrested. But where is this going? Where are we headed to? As the case is building on and on, again another report came of another girl who has again been gang raped in UP's Balrampur. And yes, she also succumbed to her injuries. When is this madness going to end? Who knows? When we are all going to change. And the change is going to start with us. In order to follow more updates on this news, please follow the page of Indian Folk. Please keep an eye out of that page, and you will be getting more updates. Thank you and take care.